Where's my hat? Where's my gloves? Where's my shorts? Eh. Hey everybody, this is Jeff at Runnergy. Thanks for joining me. And if you're watching this, you are probably getting ready for a marathon, whether it's LA Marathon, which is coming up very soon, or another marathon, and you want to know what to do the week of the race. So that's what this video is for. And here's my 10 tips and bonus to get you ready the week of a marathon. Thanks for joining me. Here we go. First thing is, and I will be using my little trusty cheat sheet right here, just letting you know. All right, so number one, don't do too much different than what you've been doing. So whatever you've been doing in training, your body is used to that, and that is what it's going to be most comfortable for. So unless something is really, really not working, which by now, you should have really eliminated those things. So hopefully everything you're doing is working by now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change too much of the week of the marathon, okay? So hopefully you have your nutrition and your hydration dialed in, and hopefully you have that by now. So if you don't, it's getting really close. You need to get that dialed in like right now, okay? You don't want to do too much different going into the marathon. So hopefully you have that in, and if you do, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't change it too much. If you're going to change anything with your nutrition and your hydration, the only thing I would say is to maybe do a little bit more of it, especially if you're expecting it to get warmer. So otherwise, just keep your nutrition and your hydration the same, okay? Number three, be realistic about your race goals. So that really should go from the beginning of your training, but even more so the week of the marathon. Be realistic. If you've been training at a 4.5-hour marathon, don't get up that morning and expect you're going to do a 3.5-hour marathon, okay? So be realistic. Even if you go there and you kind of go out in the first 10 miles, you're like ahead of pace. Be careful with that, okay? So I'm probably going to get back to that in a moment, but be realistic. Don't start shifting your goals all of a sudden because you're feeling good that week. Keep it on what you've been training, okay? For LA Marathon in particular, LA can have a history of changing its weather really quickly. So it could be real cool all week and then get boom, hot on the day or a couple days before the LA Marathon. I once did the LA Marathon where it was like high 60s all week, and then like 2-3 days before the LA Marathon, it changed its mind, and the day of the marathon was 94 degrees. I went through 2 hydration packs of fluid, but again, so just be prepared, especially with LA Marathon. It can change weather really quickly, and especially from cool to hot. You know, just be prepared to hydrate more, okay? So that's tip number 4. It's kind of geared towards LA Marathon, but that can actually happen anywhere. So just be prepared for weather changes. So have some long sleeve shirts ready, have some short sleeve stuff ready, have gloves ready, all right? So better to have it than wish you did. Starting a week before, start trying to eat a little bit more and try to sleep a little bit more, and also try to hydrate. Start drinking more fluids starting a week before the marathon. Okay, don't start cramming it towards 2 or 3 days before the marathon. It's probably not going to go well. On that note, there's a thing you'll see and read about called carbo loading. If you are a professional athlete, you will have a coach that is instructing you how to carbo load. If you are not a professional athlete, and you are not running for a purse prize or something, or you don't really quite know how to carbo load, don't just start experimenting and carbo loading, okay? Carbo loading is when you deplete your system of carbs and for 5 to 7 days before an event, and then you start rapidly bringing in carbs before the race. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Odds are you won't do it right, and you're going to probably give yourself indigestion, GI problems, just don't do it. Eat how you've been eating during the training. Maybe add a little bit more food, maybe add a little more hydration, and add some more sleep to it again, okay? All right, this is more for the race, the night before the marathon. Have everything ready, okay? Don't start scrambling in the morning of the race. Where's my hat? Where's my gloves? Where's my shorts? Okay? Have everything ready the night before. Have your shirt, your shorts, your socks, your shoes, your nip guards. Have stuff ready, okay? So that way it's just pop it on, go to the race. No scrambling around for stuff, okay? So have everything ready the night before. All right, this is for after the race. So yeah, we went from before the race to after the race. So after the race, have a massage ready, like have a place booked, have it ready, you're gonna massage. If you have a foam roller or those massage sticks, have those guys ready to go so you can massage yourself. I'm a big fan of Epsom salt baths, so have an Epsom salt bath ready. All right, number 8. Let's see here. Don't cram in any additional training this week. Don't be like, oh man, I was reading somewhere they said you need to do a 22-mile run before the marathon, and I've only done 16. I better do a 22. Don't do that. All right. So if you haven't done the training, if you haven't gotten up to this 22-mile run or whatever it is you think you needed to get to, don't start cramming in stuff this week, especially speed. And I've heard people say, I'm like, I kind of hurt myself. Why? Well, I was doing some speed stuff. I'm like, why? Your race is in a week. Okay, so don't start cramming stuff in for training. You're better to be a slight bit undertrained than overtrained for the marathon. All right, number 9. We're getting there. Have this kind of goes with the massage and the Epsom salt. Have some recovery food ready for after your race. So have some extra drinks and hydration at home. Make sure you're refluiding yourself. It's a new word. Start recovering yourself that day of the race. Have food and stuff ready. So it kind of goes with the massage and the Epsom salt bath and everything. But have stuff ready for afterwards. Actually, kind of make it a little bit of a celebration. Go out and get some food at a place you don't normally go, and have a little celebration. You just did a marathon, for God's sakes. Have a little fun and celebrate with some yummy food. All right. All right, we're getting down there. Number 10. This goes along with the recovery. So with the marathon, it's kind of a tradition. Go super easy. Don't do anything strenuous for 26 days after the marathon. If you really want to be picky, that's 26.2 days. We'll lay you out the 0.2. So just 26 days, or basically a month. Just let yourself chill. Don't start planning another marathon in 3 weeks from then. Just take it easy. All right. And here's the bonus one recommendation for you for the actual marathon. The first half of the marathon go really, really easy. So just make sure you're checking your watch, your GPS, or whatever you use. Just make sure you're really being conservative the first half. Don't blow it the first half of marathon and then wish you hadn't blown it the second half. Okay, so when I train people, I usually recommend negative splits, which means you do the first half slower than the second half. Really difficult for a marathon, but you want to try to go with that as much as you can. Hopefully your training has gone that way. Most people don't, but in general, just go super, super conservative the first half. Make sure you're really not going above or faster than what you've been training for. So if you've been training at 10-minute pace, don't get out there and find yourself at mile 10 and you've been doing 9:30 pace. That would be faster than what you've been training. All right, and it might come back to blow up in your face at mile 20. So really stick to what you've been training. Maybe if it's a little cooler, Say if it shifted the other way and it was 90 degrees all for the last couple weeks, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to 60s, okay, you might be able to go a little bit faster, but better to play it safe. All right, so be really conservative the first half. Great example, I did a marathon where I went really easy the first half. In fact, I went really easy the first 20 miles, and by doing it, I made sure I stopped at every single aid station. Most marathons will have an aid station, which is like a hydration station, at every mile. And I literally promised myself I would stop at every aid station from mile 1 and make sure I stopped at each one, talk to somebody there, say hi, how's blah, 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 thank you for coming out there. That's another thing. Say thank you to those volunteers who came out to the marathon or at the aid stations for hours at end. Give them a little thanks, you know, so pop in there at each aid station. I did that, and I ran the marathon in literally a half an hour faster. That's 30 minutes. That's over a minute pace faster, literally by just stopping at every aid station. So don't get worried, you know, stop and again, go easy, especially the first half, okay? You're gonna need everything you can the second half, especially if it's your first one. And have fun. Have fun out there, you know, this may be the only marathon you do. So just go out there and have fun, talk with people, do it with a group, whatever you need to do. I did my first marathon. I really wanted to make sure it was fun because I really didn't think I was going to do another marathon after that. I ended up doing 4 others plus another, plus an ultra marathon. But the first one I really didn't think I was going to ever do. It was just kind of a bucket list. I was kind of young to have a bucket list, but it was a bucket list thing. And so what I did is I actually dyed my hair blue and put it in spikes. And it was really fun. It paid off because every time I ran by an aid station, people would just cheer, go with the blue hair, go with the blue hair. And then you would just hear silence after that. So anyway, good luck at your marathon. Enjoy it, have fun, and be healthy. And as always, move well and live well. Thanks for watching. It's been Jeff over at runnergy.com. Please check out our website, runnergy.com. Find us on Instagram and on Facebook, and we'll see you at the races. Thanks for now. Bye-bye. Gonna do it. Don't be pregnant.